Hi, Ada. Hi, James.
Hi, hi,
Hey, hi everybody.
Thanks
hi.
for
How are
joining us.
you?
No, it's a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Inviting us.
Yeah, we're really excited to hear from you. I'd like to just start off and get a quick introduction. And Ada, how about yourself?
Hi, I'm Ada. I'm located in New York City. I'm the managing partner and the CDO of Next Factor, co-founder of New Media, and I oversee all the operations of both agencies. And we work with tons of hospitality businesses, also professional services, beauty spas, but our majority of our clients are hospitality. So we're actually one of the first to work with Yelp as an agency partner.
Great. So yeah, it looks like we have a great variety of kind of clients in the mix that you guys work with, which is great. So James, you actually mentioned that you're a Yelp partner. You're also Google certified. Curious to know, kind of as you approach these different ad partnerships that are available to all these agencies, how did you decide to partner with Yelp and with Google, possibly others, and how did you approach like prioritizing which ones to go after?
Yeah, definitely, because kind of similar to James, a lot of our clients are smaller businesses. So with those smaller businesses, you're looking for local marketing. And with a lot of the other platforms such as Google, it's more general, right? You're spending tons of money, but you're not really seeing actual leads. And Yelp also does a fantastic job at providing data that a lot of the other platforms don't really give. So those really help us kind of help our clients understand where the customers are coming from and what buttons are driving more traffic and converting leads. Yeah.
Yep, that's a really good point, especially in terms of like making sure you have the right tools in your overall arsenal to meet these needs of your clients. Ada, do you feel that it's important to your clients that you are well versed across not just one platform or one way of local marketing, but various platforms and partnerships?
Yeah, definitely. It's so important because we work with tons of different types of clients in different locations, and we do notice that in suburban areas, maybe Facebook does a better job. Like there's so many other factors that are out of like the marketing team's control, and we kind of have to follow that, follow locations. That we always look at locations, demographics, and the age group in that area, and that can determine on which platforms we'll recommend to the client. But so that's kind of why we also have partnerships with Facebook, Google, for the clients that need those platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to add on to that, yeah, I was just going to mention that communication with Yelp is a lot smoother than with the other platforms. Yelp's the only company that we would partner with that is able to provide really fast responses and get back to us, because that's why clients work with us, right? Because when they're reaching out to Yelp, it might take a little longer, whereas if they're communicating through us, we could get the answer right away, or could get more detailed reports so they understand where their money is going towards or how their campaigns are being built.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually curious to know that, since you brought that up, as we talk about building out your arsenal, I know we've heard from some agencies who they just have so many choices in front of them, and there's just always a new ad platform to learn and onboard kind of their own employees on, that sometimes it seems kind of like a pain, like, oh, do I have to like learn this whole new thing now? Is that something you guys have run into in terms of, as you discover new ways of advertising for your clients, whether it's Yelp or another program, is it a sticking point to have to like tell your employees like, all right, we're going to partner with this new platform? How do you like get them bought into that?
Yeah, we're partners with a lot of platforms, but at the end of the day, we're looking to benefit our clients. we always look at their data first, what they're doing now versus what we should be doing. Let's say if they're performing extremely well on Facebook, we're going to stick to that and implement that strategy to the new campaign. But if it's a new business, then we try out different platforms, and also depending on their business type. Hospitality business, they can't live without Yelp. Same with a lot of beauty services. Yelp offers a really powerful like reservation appointment system that a lot of other platforms is not able to provide. Facebook is great, Instagram is great, Google is great, but the communication, there's so many other functions that makes it confusing for the customer when they're reaching out to the business.
Yeah, and definitely I think that speaks to the benefit of having you guys be kind of like the one point of contact that's the expert across all of these to kind of get that friction away from the business who normally would have to deal with all of these individually on their own, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So we actually, since you mentioned kind of different industries that some of them like they need to have Yelp and definitely in their toolkit, we actually had a question from the group here asking what industries do best on Yelp advertising, and I would actually kind of extrapolate that into in your experience, have you realized that certain industries do well on Yelp versus maybe they do better on a different platform, and how do you kind of suss that out? Yeah, and I think that speaks to, again, kind of what we've been talking about, where it's important to have a diversification of expertise across these different platforms so that as you're talking to possibly new clients or existing clients, as they may be shifting their strategies, you always have something to pull out that could help them at any given time.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ada, I'd love to ask you too, because we spoke earlier, and you guys were very nice talking about the support you're receiving from Yelp as part of our program. I'd like to talk, obviously I'm not an expert on this, but you guys having worked with these other platforms and possibly joining their kind of version of a partner program and working alongside you, what's the main thing you look for from the actual platform in order to like have a great partnership and feel like you guys as the agency are supported when you go out to try to grow your business or acquire new clients?
Well, so I don't know about James, but over here in New York, I work closely with Kajal, and she's super great. She's really good at, so let's say if I have a prospective client that's looking to advertise on Yelp, they're able to provide a lot of data, like how big is the market size in 5 miles radius, and she's able to tell me with this amount of budget, how many clicks would Yelp generate for the business. And those kind of data really speak to the client, because it doesn't matter how much our sales team is telling them, oh, Yelp is great, but all they want to look at is actual data and the conversion and case studies. Like a lot of, I'm sure you guys have seen those PowerPoints that says 94% of the people on Yelp are looking to make a purchase, and that is the truth. So, and those important data is very like it's provided to our agency partners, and that basically speaks for itself. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm hearing you really like the data and the insights that you can get out of some of these partnerships.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Well, I really appreciate your guys' time. Before I let you go, there are a lot of agencies on the call today who some of them are smaller, some of them are just, getting started, starting to explore these different ad partnerships and trying to figure out like how do they navigate this crazy world. To close, Ada, I was hoping you could start. Is there like one piece of advice kind of from your shoes, from your perspective, looking back that you'd want to give to the group on what to take away from thinking about ad partnerships?
Yeah, well, I'll start by kind of so I think figuring out like your own niche for your agency is very important. So back in February, James and I actually met, and Christina, you too, we actually met in San Francisco, was it like a agency, a conference type of thing. And over there, I was able to meet a lot of other agencies. And when I got there, I realized how diverse different agencies are. And a lot of times you notice that different agencies focus on different industries or different demographics. And for Next Factor, we started off targeting minority-owned businesses based in New York City. And over time, we're able to grow into a bigger, bigger client base. But at the beginning, we were very focused on one niche. And through that, it's easier to target clients, easier to find ideal partnership programs. So that's kind of what I would recommend for agencies that are just starting out. It's very important. That'll also help your team understand what you're offering.
Great. We actually had a interesting question from the group, because I think I know, just working with you guys and other agencies and marketing companies, you all like to network and kind of meet each other and learn from each other. So someone asked, what agency conferences do you typically go to kind of to collaborate, to share best practices? Do you guys have any examples of those types of networking events you've been to?
Yeah, so the last one I went to was the Yelp one. I should be more active like James over here. So,
Yeah, definitely. And for those of you, for those of you who don't know, Ada keeps referencing this Yelp Partner Summit that we held at the beginning of the year, which seems like ages ago now, but that was in 2020. And it was kind of a live in-person event that we held for all of our agency partners to come visit our headquarters in San Francisco. We wanted to get their input into the direction of the partner program and how we could improve it to better support them. And then we just wanted everyone to meet together and have a good time, which is why James and Ada have been so gracious and so showing their camaraderie on this call today. Yeah, well, of course, we didn't require anyone to sing our praises if they didn't want to, but that was very nice. Thanks for your kind words. There were some kind of like very specific questions that came through from the group that I think I might forward to you guys afterward, if you'd be open to answering them.
Sure.
But otherwise, thank you so much for coming on the call and sharing your experiences. I think it'll be super valuable for the group to just learn from you guys and hear how you've managed to prioritize all these different platforms and add partnership opportunities that are out there.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Cool.
Christine.
Well,
Thank you, James.
thanks. I'll let you guys go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.